The grass between Silver Spoon's hooves is wet with dew. The air is crisp and clean. She begins to walk and then to trot. Up ahead, someone calls her name. Come on, Silver, hurry up! It is a high and strident call, demanding, but Silver Spoon's heart quickens with gladness as she hears it. Coming, Diamond! She breaks into a gallop, in tears across the meadow to where her friend is waiting. Her silver-white braid bounces against her neck with every stride. A smile spreads across her muzzle as she runs. It's a brand new day, and she gets to spend it with her best friend in the world. The door to the small white chamber opens and an elderly mare enters. She wears a white coat, tailored to fit her swiny body exactly, a perfection that speaks of expensive taste and careful attention to fashion. Even here in this least fashionable of places, her mane, carefully swept into a practical bun, is a graying purple shot drew with a single streak of blue. As she moves slowly across the room to the bank of cupboards on the far wall, the tiny pony on a stool in the room's center looks up. The filly blinks with big purple eyes, and her face spreads in a smile. Hi, I'm Silverfin. I'm the perfect patient. What medical symptoms would you like to treat today? The mare doesn't look at her. She buries herself digging a notebook, pen out of the cabinet, holding each in her magic while she rummages with her hooves a kettle and a section of building blocks. Soon followed a notebook in her magical field. The filly waits patiently and eventually tries once more. Hi, I'm Silverwoman. I know. The mare cuts her off impatiently before schooling her face into a more forgiving expression. Nice to see you, Silver. What medical symptoms would you like to treat today? The usual, please. The filly frowns and taps one hoof against her lip in thought. A surprise? Yes. The mare gathers her assortment of items and settles herself on her haunches against the far wall with a sigh. Princesses, I'm getting too old to be squatted on the floor. Has no pony ever thought about putting some seats in here? The filly eyes screwed shut in concentration as she thinks, pops one eye back open. You can have my seat if you like, Dr. Starlight. First time patient assessment, please, Silver Spoon, snaps the mare, and Silver Spoon nods hastily. She slips down from the stool, trots to the furthest corner from Starlight. Once there, she clears her throat and knocks her head 3 times against the lined floor. Starlight makes one minor adjustment to the items arrayed before her, flicks a stray strand of hair away from her eyes, and straightens. Come in. The filly approaches, her demeanor changed, her gaze fixed on the floor, ears flat to her skull. She shuffles towards the doctor, all but trembling as she moves. Starlight shifts gears and adopts a comforting tone. Come in, sweetheart. Sit down. What's your name? Shivering, the fool obeys. Silver Spoon, miss? I got some toys here, Silver Spoon, Starlight says kindly. Would you like to play with them with me? The fool shakes her head, but after a little cowering, she tentatively reaches for the blocks. Starlight keeps her voice low and sweet. So, Silver, why have you come to visit me today? Silver shrugs, the gesture tight and small. She shuffles the blocks into piles, oblong, cube, arch, all tight separate. Mummy said I had to. Why you think your mummy wants you to talk with me? The fillies, close to tears, her hooves move constantly. The piles are each sorted by color and shape. Don't know. Is there anything that worries her? Starlight pauses delicately. Anything you might worry about if you were Mummy? Silver Spoon gulps, and a single tear creeps from her eyes. The cubes are arranged in a perfect grid pattern, all the angles inside. I have bad thoughts, she said at last in a whispered. Bad thoughts? Starlight leans in like a dog with a scent. Can you tell me what they are, sweetheart? I think about the tear plots the ground. The cubes are also on their own symmetrical grid. A hoof reaches for the arches. About? The voice is indefinitely gentle. About herding ponies. The arches align like a heavenly choir, each one in their place. The scratch of pencil on paper. Star Starlight's eyes are gleaming. Herding ponies? I don't want to, Silver Spoon answers in a whisper, more tears falling to first. But the thoughts go round and round and I can't. Enough, Starlight says triumphantly. I got it. OCD with general anxiety. She leans forward, an even grin on her face. Right. The fool smiles and straightens, tears forgotten as they trickle down her cheeks. You got it, Dr. Starlight. It never takes you long. The doctor makes another note. Always good to stay in practice. Can't let myself get rusty. Already she is rising to lead, the toys floating away to their places in the cupboards, assorted by the blue magic. The fool smiles again, an edge of something undefinable in her eyes. Thanks for the visit, Dr. Starlight. See you next time. The door swings shut behind a tailored white coat. There is no reply. You're too slow, Silver Spoon. Hurry up, or I'm not going without you. Diamond Tiara still far in the distance, but Silver Spoon can hear her friend as clear as if they were right next to each other. Don't be silly, she laughs. She won't leave me. But all the same, she ups her pace. The dew twinkles in the sunshine, but the first gray clouds mar the blue sky. Good morning. The cheery greeting is music to the fool's ears, and she beams back at her visitor. Good morning, Surgeon Redheart. I'm Silver Spoon. I'm the perfect patient. What medical symptoms would you like to treat today? The aged surgeon faced heavily. scored with wrinkles and mane long since devoid of color, frowns as she think. We'll go with a carriage crash today, I think. 30 miles an hour, critical wounds to abdomen and thrown in a broken leg. Please, hind left. You got it, Silverspoon chirps, and then she shuts her eyes. Her pupils move rapidly between the lids, and then she sucks in a breath. A whimper escapes her lips, and then a sob. A thin line of pink appears on her stomach as the surgeon watches. It spreads across her rib cage, whining like a bizarre smile. And then blood drips from the womb. The filly's rear leg gets a minuscule chef, and then all at once is wrenched to the sides by invisible force. The womb on the stomach splits open all at once, and a sea of ferocity foughts from it, wet and steaming, and then the filly begins to scream. Despite her age, the surgeon moves quickly. The passage of time has made her scalpel shakier, but her wits are as sharp as ever. She flips the patient on her back, searching for structurals as she does, and the gore trails across the floor behind, leaving a horrible trail of blood. Abdominal wound first, obviously, Redheart mutters, though I think you went a bit overboard. This from a 30-mile-an-hour crash? Never mind, patch it up, patch it up. The needle flashes and the filly screams. Her throat is raw and her lungs are burning, and her world is just one sea of raw red agony. And deactivate vocal cords. The surgeon's voice is tight with stress, but suddenly the room is silent. Redheart frowns in concentration as he spoons the bloody mess back in the child. Silent tears fall and a little mouth gapes open in an inaudible moan. A huff of annoyance. Stop looking at me that way. I'm trying to concentrate. Deactivate pain response. The expression melts into blankness. The surgeon's hooves are a blur, but the injury is too severe. The patient is fading, fading. Her eyes let shut. It is over. The heartbeat stills. The white furrowed surgeon in her white coat kneels forward, curts, bathed in blood from head to hoof. She gives a sigh of disgust and pushes the body away, reassembled. On cue, Silverspoon's inner flow up and in, her intestines perfectly free-flowing themselves back into her stomach. Even the blood gathers itself together and crawls up her thighs and makes its way back to the slit in her stomach. The wound knits itself back together for her staring eyes, and only dried stains on the floor show that she was ever injured at all. Hook yourself up to the blood generator, Red Heart says shortly. You'll need more after that. Still muted, Silverspoon can only nod. The door slams shut. Silverspoon is running, 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 but Diamond Tiara is still a distant purple haze on the horizon. She turns towards Silverspoon, but her face is shadowed, and Silver cannot make out her eyes, her legs pumping. Silver Spoon strains to reach her friend, but Diamond Tiara is already turning to leave, and it is like Silver's legs are moving through a trickle. No matter how hard she pushes, her hooves slip and slip on the wet grass. Her fur is slick with water, and she can feel it weighing her down. Diamond, wait! Wait for me! That shadowy figure does not wait, does not turn. There is pain in Silver's legs, burning pain shooting up and down her nerves, through every fibre of her being. She staggers and falls, the impact of her chest on the ground sending another wave of agony through her spine. Coughing and retching, she scrambles to her feet, but when she looks back to the point on the horizon where Diamond Tiara was, she sees only grey fronds, waving and waving in non-existent breeze. The grass between Silver Spoon's hooves is hot and wet. She looked down, and the dew has turned into blood. Ruby and firmament and orchard, every shade of blood, a rainbow of blood. Her heart is pumping frankly, and with every beat she can see more of it force out from the womb of her stomach onto the red grass, and more slits are opening on her legs, on her neck, on her face. She's weeping blood. She is huggermorking it. It is forcing her way up her throat and oozing out on her tongue to drip from her mouth in long, brilliant strings of crimson spittle. Hey, Silver, I brought you some donuts. The greeting is cut short, and the donuts fall to the floor as the mare with the white streaked mane stares aghast at the scene before her. Blood spatters disfigure the spring white walls and coat the floor a ugly shade of coagulated red. A small grey shape, strange too, and scarlet in a armor amaraph, huddles in the corner, a brilliant wet tube bearing more of the stuff from a tank in a cupboard to a vein in her foreleg. The mare's face falls. She struts out a hoof. Oh, Silver. The foal flinches hard and ducks away, shivering. The doctor, robed in a white coat like all the others, stamps her hoof hard enough on the floor to hurt. Oh, stars, those morons! Why do they never write the records like I tell them? There are tears of frustration in the mayor's eyes, and he dashes them patiently away. The fool shudders. The mayor collects herself. Are you muted? Unmute. Hi, I'm Silverspoon. I. She just falls into tears. The doctor is almost crying herself. Oh, princesses, wipe everything since my last visit, Silver. Please, wait. Silverspoon shuts her eyes for a moment. Her expression softens. When she opens her big purple eyes again, she smiles. Dr. Tiara, how are you? She reminds herself and quickly rattles off her spittle. Hi, I'm Silverspoon. I'm the perfect patient. What medical symptoms would you like to treat today? Dr. Tiara gives A shaky laugh revealed relief washing over her. No need for any sentence today, Silver. I'm just here to socialize. Silver Spoon frowned, but there have to be symptoms. I'm a medical diagnosis, analyze practice android. No, I know what you are. Tiara raises a hoof to stop her, then sighs. Fine, I know you're not her, but let's go with the original anyway. I don't have any records of that setting. Silver Spoon waits, eager to please, but uncertain of what to do. Dr. Tiara tries to laugh, but it was a melancholy sound. Alright, go with mild anxiety and activate short-sightedness. Left eye 1.2B and right eye 3.2A. A pause and then Silver Spoon looks up. She takes a few steps forwards and immediately climbs with a stool. Ouch! She rubs the infected area before looking at the pink fur near with a sheepish grin. Oops! I think I might need some glasses. Can you give me an eye test, doctor? The mirror smiles. No need. She reaches into her pocket and produces a pair of small blue glasses. The plastic frames faded with age. Silver Spoon reaches out ear hoods and sets them on her nose. Wow, these are perfect. I thought they would be. Dr. Tiara chuckles. Now, how about those donuts? They're a little smushed, but that never hurt any pony. Dr. Tiara has vanished, but Silver Spoon knows she must keep running. She has to. If she can just keep moving, she will find her friend. Surely she will find her friend. Thunder rumbles and the rain begins to fall. The door opens, white plastic swishing over the railing. A Silver Spoon looks up, bright smile at the ready. It only falters a little when she sees the visitor's face. Good morning, Miss Glow, she says politely enough. Cozy Glow looks down at the small foe before her, and a smile spreads over her face. She kicks the door shut with a rear hoof, and Silver Spoon flinches at the sound. Good morning, Silver Spoon, she replies, and her voice holds such a promise of what it is to come that Silver Spoon feels hot liquid trickling down her legs. Cozy Glow sees the red fluid and laughs. They really do think of everything, don't they? Silver Spoon swallows hard enough to hurt. Hi, I'm Silver Spoon. I'm the perfect patient. What medical symptoms would you like to treat today? Cozy Glow smiles wetter. Same as always, my own. The fool backs away, but the room is small, and the rump collides with the wall all too soon. Well, it's really supposed to be me. Oh, come on, grins Cozy, wings flaring as she advances. You know this is part of my treatment. Dr. Starlight's orders. I need to have an outlet, she says so herself. Silver Spoon feels Tears crowding her eyes. But I meant for doctors to practice on. And my doctor said you're for me to practice on, retorted Cozy. Same setting as always, please. Dial up that pain response and really don't hold back on the volume. The memory is same as always too. Wipe it until you see me next. Confirm, whimpers the fool. The Pegasus smiles and reaches out a hoof.